Hello and welcome. This is the Expertly German podcast, the podcast to learn German. Hallo und herzlich willkommen zum Expertly German podcast, dem Podcast zum Deutschlernen. And today's topic is the Football European Cup. Die Fußball-Europameisterschaft. Sorry for you guys who are not interested in football at all. This is a very important topic for me, for many people in Germany and around Europe. And I think this is also a great way to do small talk in business meetings, in general conversation when you go to the supermarket, to the whatever bakery, and wherever you meet people. Right now, if you want to talk to Germans, talk about football, easy conversation opener. Sorry, Luisa, you have to kind of go through this lesson together with me as well. But the aim is to teach people about certain vocabulary in the football lingo in German and kind of build some sentences, put some grammar in there, and just see from there. Before we start with today's lesson, let me tell you about the cool thing that I created. Well, I thought about more ways to kind of teach you guys German even more effectively. So I created this program where you receive a video and a quiz with a specific German learning topic via email. I call this the Plus membership, which is available for or on 2 levels, beginners and intermediate. So you can access this via buymeacoffee/expertlygerman.com. Just click there on become a member and choose your program or the kind of level that works best for you, beginner or intermediate. I think this is a great way for me to teach you guys more German and to reach more people. This membership also includes all access to the podcast learning. So I think this is a really great offer. So again, buymeacoffee/expertlygerman.com. All right, let's go into the lesson. So the first vocabulary is der Stürmer und der Verteidiger. Das sind im Prinzip zwei unterschiedliche Spieler auf dem Fußballspielfeld. So, do you have an idea what der Stürmer and der Verteidiger, what that means?
Like absolutely no idea whatsoever.
Okay.
Like there is no.
So you
Der Stürmer.
Yeah, so der Sturm
Can
in
we
German.
where we like narrow this down? Like I'm looking at a football field.
No, I'm gonna give you an analogy.
Okay.
Der Sturm is the storm. And in German, for some reason, the forward is called the storm or the stormer, something like that. I don't know. So der Stürmer is the forward, the attacking player. Und der Verteidiger is the defender because the verb verteidigen is to defend.
Okay.
So now, how would you say in German, the forward dribbles around the defender? And dribbles is pretty much exactly the same in German. Dribbeln.
I'm sorry.
Dribbeln.
Hello. Der Stürmer.
Yeah.
Dribbeln.
Well, conjugated verb.
Gosh.
Conjugate.
Oh no. No, come on.
Dribbelt.
Yeah.
Der
Stürmer dribbelt.
And now accusative.
Verteidiger.
Yeah, accusative, the defender, masculine.
Den Verteidiger.
Yes, exactly. Der Stürmer dribbelt den Verteidiger. The forward dribbles around the defender. Beautiful. Next one. Die Verteidigung is the defense. So how would you say in German the defense is insurmountable?
How would you say the defense is insurmountable, Tom?
Well, so...
Would you say that about German's defense last night?
Okay, so I wrote down the word here. Can you try to read it?
Oh, unüberwindbar.
Yes, unüberwindbar. So überwinden is actually means to overcome. Überwinden. Ich überwinde meine Ängste. I overcome my fears. And unüberwindbar, here is now an adjective. So we would say, die Verteidigung ist unüberwindbar. The defense is insurmountable.
And again, you did miss my dig there about Germans lost to France yesterday, but Would you
Sorry,
say,
I
Tom, that the
didn't.
defense was insurmountable?
Certainly, the French defense was insurmountable,
That's fair.
not the German. However, they didn't score. It was an own goal by the German defenders. So, you know. Okay, and the next one is Die Spieler is what?
The player. I know that one.
Yes,
Spieler
the
is game.
players.
Yeah. Oh, die Spieler is the player. What's the player?
So, der
Der
Spieler.
Oh, okay.
So, der Spieler and die Spieler is the players. Cool. And now, what do you think is the pitch? The play field. How would you say that in German?
Das Spielfeld?
Yes, das Spielfeld, the pitch. Das Spielfeld. So how would you say the players go on the pitch? I don't know. Jump on the pitch, go on the pitch, walk on the pitch, something like that.
Die
Choose the verb.
Spieler geht. Would it be am?
Auf.
Auf das Spielfeld.
Ja, die Spieler gehen auf das Spielfeld. So the players go on the pitch. What is the coach? I mean, not the boss, but the other guy who is screaming and yelling on the side of the pitch.
Oh, well, I've heard you say this one. Der Trainer? Or
Der Trainer. Der Trainer. Yeah, der Trainer.
Where's the R's?
And then der Pass is the pass. So how would you say the coach passes the ball to the defender? Obviously, you remember very well that the defender is der Verteidiger.
Oh, yeah, top of my mind.
I love this lesson.
You really do. Der Trainer, the R's. Der Trainer
Ja.
passt
Ja.
das Ball,
Akkusativ, passt.
den Ball
Ja.
zum der Verteidiger.
No, zu dem Verteidiger. Zum Verteidiger. Because zu
yeah.
is which case?
Because it's movement.
Dative.
Yeah.
It's not a movement in this case.
Okay.
Because zu is always dative. Zu is a preposition after which we always use the dative case. We combine football and German grammar. This is a great day. All right. So, what is the penalty?
What is the penalty?
Well, the penalty is literally 11 meters away from the goal. So we call it Elfmeter.
No.
Yes, exactly.
The 11 meter.
Yes, as I was a child or whatever, teenager, this is how we measured how far we have to kick the penalty if there was no penalty like dot on the pitch.
I mean,
so we walked 11 meters away. And
it's very accurate. It makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
I never knew how far a penalty should be from the goal. Now I know.
You know the German language, like the
Elfmeter.
We like to combine words. It's 11, it's meter, so it's der Elfmeter. So, and the next one, the referee. Can you say this word? What is the referee in German?
Der Schiedsrichter?
No. Der Schiedsrichter.
Der Schiedsrichter.
Yeah, or in the football lingo, we would say der Schiri.
I'll stick with that one.
Der Schiri.
Schiri.
But Schiedsrichter, the word Richter, is actually the judge. And Schieds, I think it's also a very legal term. I would say it's kind of like a mediator judge or something like that. Whatever. Richter, that's the important one, the judge, der Richter. So that's the referee. How would you say the referee decides on a penalty?
Der Schiri.
Yeah.
How do you say decides?
Entscheidet.
Der Schiri entscheidet auf.
And now the 11 meter?
der Elfmeter.
Well.
Oh, die Elfmeter?
Just der Schiedsrichter entscheidet auf Elfmeter.
Okay.
You could
on
say
penalty.
Yeah, exactly. You could also say auf den Elfmeter, but no. We would say der Schiri entscheidet auf Elfmeter. So the commentator and the goal. How would you say that?
I know goal. That's Tor.
Tor.
Yeah, you can't not know that one when you listen to a football game.
Exactly. So if you hear Germans screaming that and you think, why are they talking about the gate the whole time? Because das Tor literally just means also the gate. Like, we have on here on the garden, we have a gate, das Tor, but also it means the goal. And the commentator is der Kommentator. That's pretty difficult, right? So the commentator screams, "Goal!" How would you say that? And please enthusiastically.
Der Kommentator schreien das Tor.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well,
Or
pretty
just
close.
Der Kommentator schreien Tor.
Well, you always have to conjugate the verb.
Oh, schreit.
Schreit. Der Kommentator. I wrote it down here in the infinitive. I always write them down or try to write them down in the infinitive so that we know the base. So, der Kommentator schreit Tor. Oh, that's kind
I
of
mean,
like,
I could never do that justice the way you could, Tom, but
Yeah.
I get the gist.
Okay, how would you say to win?
This one I also know. Gewinnen.
Yes, exactly. And it is gewinnen, literally like that. It's not a past participle. It's not a GE verb. It's literally like that, gewinnen. So how would you say, we want to win?
Wir möchten gewinnen.
Yes, nice. Wir möchten gewinnen. Beautiful. Okay, so and the loss? I mean, not like losing something, like forgetting something. It's more like the loss in terms of football.
Verlieren is to lose, right? So would
Yeah.
you kind of, is it just a play on that?
Well, no. So verlieren is the verb to lose, and die Niederlage, it kind of means actually nieder is like lower, and lage is situation. So if you're in the lower situation, you're lost, I guess. So the loss is die Niederlage, and then verlieren is to lose. So how? Yeah.
So, sorry, question. So you'd be saying like Germany had a loss yesterday.
Mhm. So why do you have to mention it so?
I mean, I just think it's just a relevant example, right? Like, so would you say it like that, and that's how? So France had a victory yesterday. Germany had a loss yesterday. Is that the kind of context of when you'd say that?
Yes, you could say that. Yeah, but then we would say it like German football language is sometimes a bit weird. We would say suffered a loss. Deutschland erlitt eine Niederlage.
Erlitt eine
Like
Niederlage.
erleiden, and the past, the präteritum of that is erlitt, and erleiden is to suffer a loss, something like that. Okay, so how would we say we do not want to lose?
Wir möchten nicht. Oh, I'm saying nix because that's
So
a local thing, right?
So the
Nicht.
want is actually better if you translate it with wir wollen.
Wir wollen. Would it be nicht or kann? Wir wollen
Nicht.
nicht. Wir wollen nicht verlieren.
Yes, wir wollen nicht verlieren. So you use nicht here because there is no noun in there except for wir. If you negate a verb, you use nicht. If you negate a noun, you use kein. And then there are some other rules there, but that's the rough rule. Okay, and the draw. Do you say draw in English or do you say tie?
Both.
Ah, okay.
The team's drew or the team's tied. You could say both.
Okay. You see, you know football well.
Yeah, pro, totally pro. So I'm going to read this off the paper because I don't know this one. Das Unentschieden.
So you want to kind of yes, unentschieden.
Yeah, still have the IE problem.
Yeah.
Sorry. Das Unentschieden.
Ja, das Unentschieden. So
Etwa ein Unentschieden.
Ja, es war ein Unentschieden. Yeah. So entscheiden is to decide, right? So and undecided is the draw.
Oh, makes sense.
And now let me go into explaining everyone offside. No, I'm joking. Just what is the German word for offside?
Das Abseits.
Das Abseits.
No, come on, I was trying really hard with the I and the E.
This is so funny.
No.
Okay.
Das Abseits, offside.
Yeah.
What's that mean then? Does it have two meanings or something?
So
normally?
Seits, I think, comes from side, right? And up is literally off. So pretty much,
Fine.
It's pretty much
awkward.
Okay, and now because of the offside, the game ended in a draw.
That's true. So it was offside, or the offside rule, Regeln is rule, right?
Yeah, but
Das
you just can say that just because of the offside. So how would you say that?
Weil.
Wegen, and after wegen you have to use the genitive.
Oh, so I tend to use weil for because.
No, yes, but because of is wegen.
Oh, okay.
That's weil is because, but because of is wegen. So, and after wegen you have to use the genitive case. So wegen des Abseits.
Wegen des Abseits.
Verb, verb. Endet das Spiel mit einem Unentschieden.
Thank you. I was never going to get there.
Yeah, so it's fine. That wasn't an easy sentence. So again, wegen des Spiels endet. So we have the preposition, then we have the noun as the object, wegen des Spiels, endet, conjugated verb. Sorry, what did I say? Wegen des Abseits endet das Spiel, and that is now the subject, mit einem Unentschieden, with a draw. Yeah. Okay, and the last one, the most important part about a good football game is the crowd. And also for our podcast. So how would you say that?
The crowd is die Zuschauer.
Yes, die Zuschauer. And for our podcast, it would actually be die Zuhörer, because we have listeners, not watchers, usually. So die Zuschauer is the crowd in like a football game. How would you say the crowd supports the players?
How would you say the crowd supports the players?
I give you one try.
I could say die Zuschauer helfen.
Helfen. Yeah, go with it.
Die Spieler.
Helfen. After helfen, you always have to use the dative case. Den Spielern.
Den Spielern.
There's an N at the end if you have dative plural, if you have a dative plural noun. So die Zuschauer helfen den Spielern. But support is actually unterstützen. So die Zuschauer unterstützen die Spieler. And then it's just accusative. All right. And if you want to support our podcast, then please share the podcast, click on follow or on subscribe. I hope this wasn't too boring for you. See you next time.